Do not move. You understand me? There's a gun right there. That'd be something you should freaking tell me.
She's running. She slipped out of the cuff. Stop, ma'am. You're gonna get tased.
Hello, law-abiding citizens. In this episode of Cop Cam Max, police respond to a midday call about two people asleep in a car at a shopping center. But it quickly turns into more than just a wake-up call. The couple are shocked to discover illegal drugs in the car. But the real surprise comes for the cops when one of the suspects makes a wild escape attempt, slipping out of handcuffs and taking off on foot.
OPD Channel 1.
You guys okay? They're sleeping.
We're waiting.
Come on.
Why are y'all?
Come on, I want to make sure you're okay. Stay
No,
by the
I'm
car.
fine, honey. I'm fine.
You're fading out. It's just not normal behavior for the middle of the day.
So why do you have pills in your door? What's all this?
That's not pills.
What's this?
That's not my car, baby.
It's not your car.
No, look. Look. Please. I don't want nobody to hurt me.
Nobody's
Ain't
gonna
nobody
hurt
gonna
you.
hurt you.
Okay.
Can I just do this for you? Did you just buy this?
It
Can
is.
I just take that off?
My daughter actually got
May I
it.
take it off?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't like to have that on me if somebody's talking to me either. I'm just gonna set this in your seat, okay?
I need to pee.
Whose car
I'm
is
gonna
it?
pee. It is a good friend of mine.
Do you have anything on you that you shouldn't have?
No.
So here's the facts. You're in a parking lot in the middle of the day at a business.
We're home.
Passed out
as well.
You got a torch and pills. You know what that looks like to us?
I normally have a torch.
Okay. For what? I mean, most people have a cigarette lighter, but most people don't carry a torch.
I understand what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I understand what you're saying. 100%.
You guys are homeless? You don't have very much stuff in the car for being homeless.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's on a good note, right?
I'm sorry.
It's not her car.
It's not my car. I really just came up here. I actually came to go dumpster.
So what else is in the car that's not yours?
Dump some what?
Dumpster diving.
Dumpster diving?
It's actually pretty good behind Alta.
Well, not necessarily for Ulta. It was just
Dumpster
everywhere.
diving is not against the law.
I come
know,
across
I know, my
dumpster
kids,
divers all the time. I'm just,
that I did not know that was in there.
Hey, ma'am, none's coming back with that last name.
Gonerman, Trontis. Gonerman.
Yeah.
Here, can I show him?
Do me a favor and stand up.
Sorry.
Show me that you can walk normally and you're not going to fall over. Real talk, what are y'all doing? It's the middle of the day at a business. Y'all are past the freak out. She got pills in the door. She got a blowtorch right next to her hand. Like what?
I'll hold on to this for you for a second.
It's just not normal behavior, you know what I'm saying?
Do you have a valid driver's license?
You don't have any other weapons, anything in your shoes, nothing like that? Nothing you're not supposed to have?
You have the car with the key.
Hold the roof. I'm just telling you for weapons, I'm not going to search you, okay?
Yes.
If I don't feel any guns, you're good.
70, 90, 97.
Bravo, X-ray 8,
97.
Delta, VX 88G.
Do not move. You understand me? There's a gun right there. That'd be something you should freaking tell me.
Where?
Put your hands right here.
I didn't do anything, man. What is going on? What did you do?
Well, right now you're being detained till we can get that gun secured.
What gun? I don't have no gun. You don't have no gun.
Okay, let's 677 kilo 565 single 48.
You're right here.
I didn't have no gun.
Loaded. He was sitting on it.
I didn't have a gun.
Holy crap.
Laptop is screen always trying to separate.
What's her name? What's her name? What's your name?
Kimberly.
Kimberly?
Which one of those has her?
There's a ton of people's stuff in here.
Because again, and I want to get over this hump of you not going to jail today. Because again, it's.
I just don't understand. Were you the one that woke me up?
I was on the other side of the car.
That man right there, he tell you, I literally, the boy was saying, it is not her. She just sat down. It's not her stuff. This isn't her vehicle. This isn't any of that. I literally I didn't have keys in my hand. I literally have the clothes I have on.
Okay,
Sir, you know that he told you that. That was not my drugs.
He didn't tell me anything. I didn't interview anyone.
You know what?
Yes.
It's something that is going to have to be worked out. He will work something out with the state when the time comes.
But sir,
We don't do that right now.
But sir, that's gonna ruin my life, though. They're gonna take my children.
But man, when I was talking to you, what really keyed us in to get the EMS coming back is you couldn't talk to me. You kept.
I just was waking up, sir. I'm homeless.
I understand it, man. But the thing
y'all
is,
don't even
even though how you're acting with the drugs in the car, you
I don't
got
know there's drugs in
your
the car.
lips are all.
I'm homeless. I was walking around getting
Well,
food
come on, we
at
got to
me.
switch
Come on
cars.
now, we got stuff to do.
I was walking. There was. I haven't freaking. I haven't
Second.
ate. I haven't had drink.
Did Chris pat her down before?
Yes,
Put her
I
in the
never
car.
had
Go
nothing on me.
Here, let me pull this up for you. You want it all the way up or just?
No, I don't want it on.
All right.
But sir,
Watch your knees, ma'am.
Watch your knees.
ma'am, I didn't do nothing.
Okay, listen.
And I have kids.
Well, but your kids ain't in the car.
I know.
Yeah, let me tell you something. You can have kids, but not have custody of your kids.
No, I have custody of my kids. They're with their dad right now. I
Because-
became homeless.
So you don't have your kids.
I mean, I didn't lose custody. You understand where I'm coming from as a mother.
So basically, so you don't go home every night to a house with your children, or apartment house, whatever, tent,
No,
anything.
I left him because he was abusing me.
But he has the kids.
Well, his mother.
So you can be a mother, but not be a mother.
His mother does.
Okay, then
I'm running away from an abusive relationship.
I would take my kids with me.
I have no family or nothing.
I would have taken my kids with me.
Yes, ma'am. You're right.
That's what a mother does.
I'd rather not.
If he's abusive, you take the kids with you.
I'd rather them not be in the streets and stuff.
And get their butt whooped, and get beat. You'd rather have them get beat and not be homeless. Does that make sense?
No, I'm saying I would rather my kids not be in the street. He doesn't hurt them. He hurts me.
I still would take my kids with me.
Yes, ma'am. I just feel like everybody deserves a second chance.
Second, third, fourth. But at what point do you not?
My background's not bad.
So let me ask you a question. Okay, so let's take everything prior out of this situation. We are here now. So what do we do from this point forward to where you make a better choice? You're not around drugs, not doing drugs. Get your kids back, and you're not in an abusive relationship, and you actually are employed and are a contributing member to society. Right. What do you have to do to make all that happen? Your choices, your choices are there. How you get there is not going to be easy. You've got options. Your options are hard.
This is going to set me back. So.
Okay, and the setback is what you probably need. You probably need it. You probably need to have that setback so you don't make these choices again.
I don't, ma'am.
You do. But you made a choice to be in the vehicle.
No, just give me a second.
You made a
chance.
choice to be in the vehicle.
I understand. I don't think.
Do you not teach your kids that choices have consequences?
Yes, ma'am.
But we're going back to to your choices. So we're going back to that. So now we're going back to what are you going to do different when you get out of jail? What are you going to do different? What are you going to do to be a better member of society and contribute and be a tax-paying citizen and not come back to this mess?
I'm not going to do stuff like this anymore.
But you want to keep doing it, right?
No, I don't.
Okay, so but you're not telling me, what are you going to do?
I'm going to get a job. I'm going to do what I have to do.
Okay.
When you woke me up,
No, I didn't wake you up. The other officer did.
you shouldn't be going to jail. I didn't have anything on me.
Ma'am, I'm not going to debate that with you, but the thing is when you're around drugs, this is what is going to happen.
I wasn't around though. I just sat down. We told y'all that.
Well, we found drugs in the car.
I don't know what's in their car.
When you hang around people that do that, that's what happens.
I don't hang around. I just sat down because I was tired.
So you just walked into whatever car was around and
His mother was murdered. I haven't seen him in years.
they brought him to the hospital.
I don't know why y'all didn't take me to the hospital.
Because the EMS checked you out and you didn't need to go. You want the AC on back there too, ma'am?
Yes.
Well, Well, EMS was already out and gave you and evaluated you.
634,
Can you send EMS to my Pennsylvania? I'm actually at
She's saying
South
she is
I'm
having
sorry, Southwest
tightness
16th
in her
Street
chest
and
and now wants
Southwest
to go
3rd
to the
Avenue.
hospital.
Reference subject has very swollen feet.
I agree.
10-4, you want him hot or cold?
Want the CJ to
Hold
decide?
response, please.
You want me to just have the CJ decide? Sounds good.
6583, come. 6583.
She took off. She's running. She's running. She slipped out of the cuff. Stop, ma'am! You're gonna get tased!
To the untrained eye, the woman might look like just another strung-out addict, but looks can be deceiving. She bolts from the police car with the speed of an Olympic sprinter, leaving the officer in the dust. Since the police never identified her, if the woman gets away, she's home free. She's literally running for her life.
She went over to the dealership. Sullivan, wearing purple sweatpants, black t-shirt. She's going through into the mechanics area. Stop her!
As shown in countless TV shows, the cop has an opportunity to scale a fence as he pursues his subject. Maybe next time.
I couldn't get through. She's going to be in that the Sullivan Mechanics area. Last saw her closest to the side of Dick's. If we cover that dealership, we should get her. Therefore. Yeah, they got her over there. No, not yet.
Log updated. Back towards Dick's from dealership.
I got her. She's leaving the front entrance of Sullivan
All
Cadillac
6
on
request
100
airport.
running towards the Wawa.
USECAD incident hashtag 231 130 0397. Log updated. Trying to recover. 97. Log updated. Trying to recover.
Here, I got cuffs. Wrong mistake. Why did you do that? Watch out. I got her.
Zone 1 OPD primary. OPD channel 1.
Hey,
One detained right in front of Wawa.
Not smart.
Find my thing.
Patient 1033.
Only one suspect.
That's it. Yeah, the other one's gone.
Thank you, sir.
You just lost that one. You
Yep.
have an escape charge on you now.
Yep. Said he deal you may have made is gone. Guess she slipped the cuffs. I had the window down for her. She reached out and unlocked it.
I can't breathe.
Too bad. You should have thought about that before you ran. You ran enough to breathe. You're going to jail.
Yeah, you're good enough to breathe.
You're going to jail.
Stand up. Stand up or we're going to carry you and it won't be comfortable. I got her. I got her. Get up! Come on.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
Woman, stand up. Stand up on your feet.
Get
You're
on
just
your
running.
feet now.
You're just running. Come on. No. Sit up in the car. Let me belt her in. Stupid, real stupid.
Y'all didn't believe me.
Yeah, we don't believe you. Now we definitely don't believe you.
I need water.
The woman was charged with escape from a law enforcement officer, resisting without violence, theft, fraudulent use of credit cards, drug possession, providing a false name to a law enforcement officer, and 5 counts of dealing with others' credit cards.
Tell you what, though, I learned a lesson. I'll never open my window for anybody ever again.
She faced a maximum of 77 years in prison. The woman pled guilty to the charges as filed in return for a prison sentence of 2 years. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love the next one. And don't forget to subscribe to CopCam Max.